Hey, how's it going guys? Welcome back for another TOS video. So we have a brand new ultimate stage today. This is a challenging one. Alright, so going for all achievement in this video, okay? So first and foremost, we're going for 4 or more races, as well as mono water. Right, so I brought the latest few series, right? Pili Puppet, as well as the Constellation series, and VR Elizabeth, right? You have an all-in-one gameplay here. Okay, so Su Hua Zhen team together with Andromeda, VR, Elizabeth, Cassandra, Kukulkan. This team, I think you can say it's a bit of a luck kind of play. Alright, but let's just go through with the whole gameplay first. Alright, so first battle, you want to store as much as 5 turns. Alright, so on the let the mob hit you once and then wait for it to go to CD1 again and then slaughter it off. Right, first guy here have spam Trojan, so the more he attack, the higher his damage. Right, so by the time you move on to the next battle, you should have Andromeda and Cassandra up. Right, the CD5 and CD6 cards should be ready. Right, so at this point of time, you can activate Andromeda to assist you in more damage. Alright, and then leave Cassandra alone. Right, you do not want to activate her until later at the back of the stage. Right, so we have power release Equitos here with 2 weathered runes per turn, that's all. Right, so it's a relatively simple stage. Right, so you can actually take it down in 2 turns or even 1 turn if you have massive sky drop. Right, so here, I think I took it down in two spins here, right? So most importantly is try to just clear off all the weathered runes before you move on to the next battle, right? In order to not like hinder your rune movements. Okay, so battle 3. So this is one of the more difficult stages in this ultimate stage. Right, we have Suzuko here with 15 hit shield. Right, you can see there's a skull there, means I can't take a hit. 20,000 damage if I remember correctly. Right, so you can see here, this is the beauty of this team, Su Hua Zhen and Andromeda. Right, so typically a normal team would take about 3 turns to break the shield. Right, so here with Andromeda and Su Hua Zhen's extra attack, you can see we have launched multiple attacks until you can see the shield is almost down already. Right, so within this turn is game. Right, we can break through the shield. Right, so here, most importantly, is to dissolve water and heart for the maximum damage output. Right, other than that, spin as many colors as possible so Andromeda can just do those extra attack to break the remaining of the 15 hit shield. Right, so you can see once we reach Andromeda's attack, we have already broken through the 15 hit shield. Right, so next up we have neutralize reset as well as a random convert of heart runes. Right, dissolving heart runes will nullify your team attack. So this is the more dangerous part of the battle. Right, so you can see here I don't really have a lot of counters for this stage. Right, so I use a Su Hua Zhen convert. Right, yes, there is still heart runes, but stack. Right, we have learned stacking from the Virtual Rebirth Elizabeth stage. Right, so this shouldn't be any problem. Right, you can see here I'm stacking all the heart runes, right, and then using them as sky drop. Right, so at this point of time, I could have activated Cassandra, but I forgot about it. Right, so I activated compulsion. Right, so compulsion is not needed here, right, but upon using Su Hua Zhen, right, he's back. We need to charge him for 8 turns once again. So we have a craft here that actually reduce human CD by 2. Right, so the main purpose of this craft activation here is to quickly charge up Su Hua Zhen's cooldown here. Okay, so next battle we have 2 Komainus, one having burning spots and the other one providing ×2 attack and defense for the fire one. Right, so of course kill the fire one first because we have the advantage, attribute advantage. Right, so anyway, Andromeda is back up, so we can just use her active skill once again to add on more damage. Right, she's very very useful in almost all any team possible. Right, like Guan Yu or any mono water team. Right, she's a very very good team member as well. Right, so you can see here we have Su Hua Zhen at CD4. Right, it's already faster than doing a normal charge. Right, so here I kind of let Andromeda's active skill go off because we can just charge her for like what? She's back in 5 turns, right? So no worries about that. So this Komainu here, we can actually take a hit, right? And then after that, he's back at CD3. I'm like, okay, let's store here. Right, we need Su Huazhen, that's definitely for sure. Right, so here, just charge as much cooldown as possible. Right, by then you should be able to have Su Huazhen up and available when you reach the boss fight. Right, he's definitely needed at the boss. Right, so you can see here Andromeda's back up and then together with Su Huazhen. So this is the perfect scenario. Okay, next we have Pluma, hard to light. And then other than that, your HP goes to 1. Right, so it doesn't really matter because we're not really taking a hit from now on. Right, so do a Su Huazhen convert again. And then with Cassandra on, your damage should be more than enough to kill everything off. Right, considering you have plenty of amelioration activated here. Right, Elizabeth, Cassandra and Kukulkan here having amelioration. Right, so it's important to all max your card for that extra amelioration attack bonus. Okay, so next we have this new so-called like petrified runes or molten runes or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so VR Elizabeth here, restore all rune stones to normal state. Right, so this is usable for this molten or petrified runes here. Right, then in 1 turn, all runes possess effect of water. It doesn't really matter because the petrified runes is what we need to take care of. If not, we can't really break through the enemy's defense. Right, after that, it's relatively easy to take it down, so no problem. And with that, we have reached the boss. Okay, so boss having Beast Racism, right, and he resets Beast active skill as well. Right, Invisibility Shield, upon attacking, is going to give you 98 rounds of Burning Trail. Right, so not fun. Right, so upon sniping her shield, so she will have no effects on you whatsoever. Right, so here, just use the chance to just burst her down with whatever convert that you have. Like Kukulkan's snipe actually comes with a heart and water convert, right? So you definitely have more than enough runes to take down the first HP bar. Okay, so next, this is the more dangerous part. Okay, so you can see Craft is back up, fantastic. Right, we have, might as well just on Andromeda, right? Because we have, we're going to do a Su Huazhen convert once again. Right, so Andromeda is going to launch 1 extra light attack, right? So that's good enough. Right, so you can see here, this convert is actually the luck based part, right? The weathered runes in the center, you make sure to have a very nice Su Huazhen convert. Right, so you can see here, we have a nice board, kind of a nice board, right? And then with this, we have a decent amount of water and hard rune dissolve, right? And then we have compulsion available for us, right? And then with that, we are done with 2 achievements. Right, so the second HP bar of this boss is about 24 million HP, so it's not exactly a very squishy HP, right? But nonetheless, still better than the Pili Puppet series. Alright, so 43,000 score for the Slime Craft, and then you can see that is way overkill. Alright, so Craft definitely needed, right? Just use the Craft for whatever additional bonus that you have. A bonus team attack. Okay, so we are done with the first part of the video, right? As I mentioned, we're going to do all achievement in this video, right? So there's another team coming up at the back. So you can see here, we have our achievement. Only water and 4 or more races. Right, how many races did I bring? I have Su Huazhen Human, we have Kukulkan, there is Dragon, we have Andromeda Elf. What else do we have? Right, anyway, we have 4 races. Okay, so we have Orion here. Orion, yeah. So for 1 round, fire attack times 1.5, extend movement to 8 seconds. If all present fire are dissolved, turn random runestone into fire next round until there are 12. Kind of useful, right? Like, not really, maybe in a Nobunaga team, right? I'm still trying to figure out how to use this card, right? Once I, you know, max skill it, and we'll see how it goes, right? I'll feature this card somehow. Right, so with this, we are done with the first part. I'm gonna form my second team. I'll be right back. Okay, so next achievement is Mono Dark Team, right? So looking at all the battle information that is given to us, right? The best team to go is with Satan, I think, right? In my opinion, because of the 15 hit shield and stuff like that, I think Satan's extra attack is definitely gonna be beneficial at that stage. right? So this is how I clear it, right? Notice that I have 20k now, 20k HP, right? And then I mentioned that the 15 hit boss, a 15 hit mini boss there have 20k plus damage, right? So we'll see. Okay, so in this video, so in this team setup or series, I kind of wasted all series in this video, right? But nonetheless, I still managed to make it, right? So Anubis, Odin, and Qi. Alright, so same thing for the first battle, right? Just charge up at least like 5 turns or 6 turns of your CD, right? Use the maximum, the amount of turns, right, given for this spam Trojan. Right, so next up we have the weathered runes once again. Right, so with one less runes on the board, right, we do not have hard runes every turn. So it should be easier to, you know, clear off the weathered runes because the board is there's one rune less on the board. Right, so again, I could have just one shot these Equitos here, right? But I just used this chance to actually just, you know, rinse one more CD, right? It's better than nothing. Right, so at this point of time, you can see Odin's up, Qi is up, Osiris is up. So majority of the card is ready for burst. Okay, so 15 hit shield here. So first round, right? Just rinse off a few of the 15 hit shield. Right, so you can see there is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 hit there. Right, so you can see I activated Anubis, deactivated Anubis, I mean, right? Activate Odin, both of his skill, right, for convert and that damage boost. Right, and then with that you can see that Satan's last hit is the only damage that is going to go through the 15 hit shield, right? So make sure that is sufficient to take down the first HP bar. Right, so Suzuko is going to convert a random rune to dark, to hard, and then unfortunately my dark runes got converted. Right, so at this point of time, the deactivated Anubis is going to be activated again, right, together with Qi. Right, so Qi is going to remove the hard runes for me, right, and generate dark runes. Anubis, right, for the 1.3 times attack. Okay, I think that's about it. I did not activate anything else. Right, so here, I think I activated Dragonic Compulsion as well. Right, so Dragonic Compulsion is just there for really the extra damage. I don't think it's really needed, right, but it's just to confirm the kill. So here what I have is a custom craft, right? A custom craft that really doesn't really do much, right? The only effect that is attached to it is dealing a snipe damage of X amount of damage, right? So that's basically a custom craft made specially for this stage. Right, obviously it's not being used here, right? So the snipe damage is for the boss, right? So I activated the craft here for additional damage. So anyway, it's going to be back up online for me to use when I reach the boss, right? So might as well just use the first compulsion here. Right, so next we are back here at the Komainu stage. So same tactic, I would say. Right, go for the dark Komainu first, the fire Komainu first. I keep messing up with all the attributes here. Right, so fire Komainu first, followed by the light one. Right, obviously for CD wise, right, you want to go for the one that is going to attack you first, obviously. Right, other than certain special circumstances, like the Age of Heroic Spirits. Right, they have the attribute advantage on you. Okay, so with that done, we are moving off to Pluma once again. Right, so HP to 1, hard to light, doesn't really matter. That didn't even have an effect on us. Right, so here you can deactivate Anubis and activate it again for that damage boost. Right, you can activate one Satan here for damage boost once again. Right, so we have plenty of damage boost cards here. Right, and you can see one set of dark runes. One set? Yeah, one set. One set of 4 dark runes is enough to take down Pluma. Right, we have the attribute advantage, and then with tons of boosters, Pluma is bound to die. Right, so we're back here at this petrified rune stage. Right, so I did not bring a card that to neutralize the runes. Right, so I thought Osiris could have make it. Right, but you can see Osiris can't remove the molten runes. Right, so what you have to do is dissolve runes around the molten, the petrified runes. Right, upon dissolving it next dissolving the runes next to it is gonna be de-shelled in a way, right? Like it's gonna be removed, right? And you have to do it twice in order to totally remove it, right? So you can see here I kind of messed up already, right? I kind of remove one of them and then the other one is not, right? So you can see here too, you can see upon dissolving the side runes, right, it's gonna uncover itself a bit, right? And I mentioned you have to do it twice, and the mob constantly generates it, right? So most importantly is to dissolve them together, right? To prevent any sort of to prevent the repeated cycle of this petrified runes spawning. Right, so this is a very new skill from Madhead, right? I think we'll probably see these skills more and more often. Right, so you can see here I kind of cleared this stage by chance, right? You can see the sky drop actually removed the petrified runes on top, right? So that's very fortunate of me. Right, so this is the kind of stage that I kind of got through by luck, right? Not knowing what the skill actually means, right? But now I know, so I'll be ready Madhead next time. Okay, so we're back here at the boss invisibility shield once again, right? So as I mentioned, I brought a craft that actually have a sniping damage, right? And then that's gonna remove the invisibility shield for us, right? So here mainly I'm just gonna focus on an all-out attack and then activate Draconic Compulsion for the snipe damage, right? So you can see with the amount of boosters on my team, right, the craft is not really needed, right? So the craft here is for you know, for me to remove the invisibility shield, right? And that is definitely gonna take down the first HP bar, right? We have plenty of boosters left, so might as well just use them all, right? So Satan, Anubis, Odin, Qi GG, right? It's a big GG. So Anubis, deactivate, activate once again. Odin, 2.5 attack boost. Qi, right? So you can see majority of the earth runes are being weathered, right? So I might as well just dissolve earth, and now we have a cleaner board to spin, right? No more horizontal weathered runes, right? And together with Satan is really a GG, right? So here you can see 1 extra sky drop, 2 extra sky drop, and then we are game, right? So 24 million HP is not really a big issue for Satan team, you can see, right? And then with that we are done with this entire ultimate stage, right? It's considered a easy ultimate stage, right? We had worse but nonetheless it's a very challenging stage, right? So for farming team wise, I'm not really sure what team I'm gonna use yet, but stay tuned for my Facebook page. I might post it when I have the time, right? So I'm having an exam tomorrow, so it might gonna take a while before I post any sort of extra ultimate stage videos for you guys. Right, so let's take a look at the craft that we just obtained, right? So it's explosive craft, circle, scroll. I can't find it, right, at first. Okay, so skill 1, recover 12,000 HP. Skill 2, 20% team attack. Skill 3, 3 columns of rune converted into fire, right, randomly. Right, so it's a pretty okay craft, but explosive craft, I don't think anyone is going to use it. Right, so with this, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.